At an age where the world often assumes every flame has faded, there are hearts still quietly burning, softly but brilliantly. You may have once loved with wild abandon in your youth, felt the thrill of connection, endured heartbreak, carried the weight of dreams both fulfilled and forgotten. And now, as the years unfold, people begin to say things like, "That part of life is over," or "Sex isn't important anymore." But who decides when passion ends? Perhaps you've known loss, widowhood, or simply years spent in a relationship gone cold. Perhaps you've forgotten the feel of skin on skin, the shy laughter in dim light, or the gentle pressure of a hand that makes your heart stir. Yet within you, whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, a small ember remains. And believe me, it doesn't take much to spark it into flame again. Sex at this stage in life isn't about performance. It's about presence. It's not about proving anything. It's about feeling everything. It's about intimacy that is tender, real, forgiving, and free from the expectations of youth. It's about rediscovering not just your body, but your heart, once more, and this time, with depth and grace. So what's holding you back? And how do you begin to awaken a passion that's been sleeping quietly within you? Let's take this journey together, gently, but with the light turned all the way on. Hello, dear friends, and welcome to Comfort Corner. My name is Michael, and if this is your first time here, I'm truly honored you've joined us. This channel is a gentle space made especially for you, for those in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, who still believe in living fully, loving deeply, and discovering beauty in every season of life. Here, we speak honestly about the things that matter: connection, purpose, health, joy, and yes, even passion. In today's world, far too many seniors are made to feel invisible, especially when it comes to intimacy and desire. But the truth is, your needs, your feelings, and your longings don't simply fade with time. In fact, they can grow richer, more meaningful, and even more liberating as you age. This channel exists to remind you of that truth, to offer stories, support, and insights that nourish the soul, and sometimes spark a little fire in the heart. So if you find comfort here, if something speaks to you deeply, I'd love for you to subscribe, leave a comment, or even share this video with someone who may need it. Your voice matters, and this community grows stronger with every kind, curious soul who joins. Now let's gently open the door to today's topic, one that's tender, brave, and profoundly human: how to rediscover your passion and enjoy a vibrant sex life after 60. What might surprise you next is how deeply many of us carry the invisible weight of shame around sex, especially as we grow older. For decades, society has whispered, sometimes shouted, that desire is the privilege of youth alone. That after a certain age, the yearning for connection, touch, or intimacy should fade quietly into the background, like a forgotten melody. But this idea couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, the shame many seniors feel isn't born from their own hearts, but inherited from generations before. Cultural norms, religious teachings, and the silent judgments passed down like heirlooms. These messages shape the way we see ourselves, often dimming the light of our own desires. Yet, here is a gentle truth. Desire is not a sin, not a mistake, not something to hide or deny. It is a natural, sacred part of being human at every stage of life. To feel longing, to crave closeness. This is to be alive. Embracing your right to desire means giving yourself permission to feel fully, without guilt or fear. It means letting go of the old stories that told you to be modest, or reserved, or too old for passion. Imagine the relief of shedding that heavy cloak of shame, feeling lighter, freer, more vibrant. It is a journey inward, a tender reclaiming of your body and heart. If you've ever caught yourself thinking, "I shouldn't want this anymore," or "Am I too old to feel this way?" know that you are not alone. And more importantly, those thoughts do not define you. Start today by speaking kindly to yourself. Acknowledge your feelings as valid. Celebrate the quiet stirrings of desire, no matter how small they seem. Because passion is not just about the physical act. It's about honoring your whole self, embracing your capacity to love and be loved, to touch and be touched, to feel joy in your own skin. Let this be the first step on your path to rediscovery. Your desire is your birthright, and it waits patiently for you to say, "Yes, I am ready." And if you've ever experienced the subtle distance growing between you and your own body, you're not alone. Aging brings changes, some expected, others surprising, that can make us feel unfamiliar in our own skin. Yet, this new chapter offers a unique invitation to listen deeply, to love gently, and to learn anew the language of your body. Your body is not a relic of the past, nor simply a vessel carrying the weight of years. It is a living, breathing archive of your life's joys, sorrows, and everything in between. And within it lies a reservoir of wisdom, waiting patiently to be heard. Start by tuning into the small signals, perhaps a soft ache, a fleeting warmth, or a moment of pleasure that lingers longer than before. These sensations are the body's way of communicating, inviting you to slow down and respond with kindness. Mindfulness can be a powerful guide here. Take a moment each day to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and notice how your body feels. Not judging, not fixing, simply noticing. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, the pulse in your fingertips, the gentle stretch of muscles awakening. Movement, too, becomes a language of love. Whether it's a slow walk in nature, gentle stretching, or dance in your living room, moving your body with intention reconnects you to its rhythms and pleasures. Remember, pleasure at this stage may look different than in youth, and that's beautiful. It might be found in a soft caress, the warmth of a shared glance, or the quiet satisfaction of comfort and ease. Celebrate this evolving relationship. Your body deserves patience, gratitude, and curiosity, not criticism or neglect. By listening and responding lovingly, you open the door to new possibilities of intimacy and joy, rediscovering your body as a faithful companion and source of vibrant life. Let this renewed connection be your foundation on the path toward embracing your full, passionate self. What might surprise you next is how often the quiet moments between couples hold the deepest truths. After years, sometimes decades, of shared life, communication about intimacy can grow shy or even disappear, leaving a gap filled with misunderstanding or unspoken needs. Opening the heart to honest conversation is one of the most courageous and tender acts you can offer yourself and your partner. It's not always easy to find the right words, especially when society teaches us to keep desire private or proper. But doing so can transform your connection in profound ways. Start gently. Choose a quiet moment without distractions, a cup of tea, a slow evening together, and simply share your feelings. Use I statements. I feel, I've noticed, I would love. This invites openness without blame or pressure. Remember, intimacy is more than just the physical. It's about emotional closeness, trust, and vulnerability. When you talk openly, you give each other permission to be seen fully, without judgment. If you feel unsure, consider asking your partner what they desire, what makes them feel loved or comfortable. Listening deeply is as important as speaking your truth. Sometimes, conversations about sex and desire can feel awkward or even bring up old wounds. That's okay. It's part of healing and growing together. Be patient and approach each talk as a step forward rather than a destination. Embrace the silence when it comes, and celebrate the moments of laughter, surprise, or new discoveries. By nurturing this dialogue, you build a bridge, not only between bodies but between souls, strengthening your bond and opening space for passion to flourish once more. What might surprise you next is how many wonderful tools and simple health tips exist to help seniors enjoy intimacy safely and joyfully. Rediscovering passion after 60 doesn't have to be daunting. It can be a playful, gentle exploration filled with curiosity and care. First, understanding your body's changing needs is essential. Natural shifts like decreased lubrication or sensitivity can be met with solutions designed just for you. Lubricants, for example, come in many varieties, water-based, silicone-based, or natural, and can bring comfort and ease without any embarrassment. Safety is paramount, especially when it comes to sexual health. Regular checkups, open conversations with your healthcare provider, and honest communication with your partner help prevent infections and manage any medical concerns gracefully. Beyond the practical, creative approaches to intimacy can bring new excitement. Trying different positions, incorporating sensual massages, or exploring touch without expectations invites pleasure on your own terms. Remember, it's not about performance, but presence. For some, aids such as vibrators or other devices can enhance sensation and help reconnect with pleasure. These tools are not a sign of neediness, but of empowerment, a way to celebrate your body's desires. Physical health also plays a role. Gentle exercise, good nutrition, and stress management support circulation, flexibility, and mood, all vital for an enjoyable sex life. Finally, emotional safety cannot be overlooked. Consent, mutual respect, and a willingness to listen and adapt create a sanctuary where passion can thrive. By embracing these tips and tools with kindness and openness, you create a path to intimacy that is both safe and deeply satisfying, a vibrant celebration of life's ongoing potential for joy. And if you've ever felt alone in your journey of desire, know this: pleasure and emotional fulfillment do not depend solely on another person. For many seniors, whether single, widowed, or simply enjoying time on their own, solo intimacy can be a beautiful, empowering path to self-love and connection. In a society that often equates sexuality with partnership, exploring your own body and desires can feel like uncharted territory. Yet it is a journey rich with discovery. Solo intimacy is about honoring your needs and rhythms without pressure or expectation. Allow yourself the grace to explore touch, sensation, and fantasies that bring comfort and joy. This might be through gentle caresses, using tools designed to enhance pleasure, or simply sitting quietly and connecting with your own heartbeat and breath. Beyond the physical, this time alone can nurture emotional healing. It's an opportunity to rekindle your relationship with yourself, to celebrate your worthiness, your beauty, and your right to joy. Many find that solo intimacy opens the door to greater confidence and deeper understanding, which can ripple into all areas of life, including future relationships. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to experience pleasure on your own. It's personal, sacred, and always evolving. By embracing solo intimacy, you reclaim your power and invite a fullness of life that honors your whole self, body, heart, and spirit. As we draw near the close of this journey, it's inspiring to remember that passion is never truly lost. It can be rekindled, glowing anew with joy, playfulness, and heartfelt connection. Whether you share your life with a longtime partner or are stepping into fresh chapters of love, the flame of intimacy can burn bright, lighting your days with warmth and vitality. Joy and playfulness are the secret ingredients often forgotten in adult life, yet they hold the power to soften walls, dissolve tension, and invite spontaneity. It might be a shared laugh during a gentle touch, an unexpected dance in the kitchen, or a whispered word that sparks a smile. These moments weave intimacy into the everyday fabric of life. Connection, both emotional and physical, is the heart of passion. It is nurtured through kindness, patience, and openness. By allowing yourself and your partner space to explore without judgment, you create a sacred garden where desire can blossom naturally. Sometimes, the most meaningful passion is found in simple rituals, holding hands, sharing stories, or simply being present with one another. These acts of tenderness build trust and deepen your bond beyond words. If you're newly exploring or reigniting passion, remember that every step forward is a celebration. There is no timeline, no perfect way, only your unique path, unfolding with grace. So, embrace curiosity, invite laughter, and honor the dance of intimacy in your life today. The flame you nurture now can light your way for many joyful tomorrows. Today, we've journeyed through the beautiful, often unspoken world of passion after 60. We began by gently releasing the weight of shame that society has long placed on desire in later life, embracing instead the truth that your feelings are natural and worthy. We then explored how to reconnect with your body, listening with kindness and curiosity to its messages, and celebrating the unique pleasures that come with age. Open communication with your partner emerged as a cornerstone, reminding us that honest, tender conversations build intimacy and deepen love. We also shared practical ways to explore pleasure safely, from simple health tips to creative new paths that honor your well-being. For those walking solo, we highlighted the power of self-love and solo intimacy as a sacred journey to emotional fulfillment. Finally, we embraced the joy and playfulness that rekindle the flame of passion, encouraging you to find connection and laughter in every shared moment. Remember, you don't have to change everything today. Just start with one little thing. Maybe it's a kind word to yourself, a gentle stretch, or a heartfelt conversation. Every small step you take is a victory, lighting your path toward a vibrant, joyful, and deeply satisfying love life. Thank you for joining me on this heartfelt journey of rediscovering passion and joy after 60. Remember, your desire is a beautiful, natural part of who you are, worthy of honor, care, and celebration at every age. If this video has touched your heart or opened a new door of understanding, please consider sharing it with someone you love. Together, we can break the silence and embrace the vibrant life waiting for us all. I'm Michael from Comfort Corner, wishing you peace, health, and a heart full of hope.